Hello everybody and welcome to ESO. This is SpyPie Gaming TV and today we're going to be doing a daily dungeon. We're going to be queuing random on a build that is essentially untested. Um, we have, a couple things on it I'm going to go through real quick while we're, loading in and stuff. So Magma Incarnate's here, right? So when we heal, we have a chance to give minor resolve, increasing the weapon and spell damage, and then armor rating, of course, and it bounces up to 3 times, so it's kind of good for us. We're also wearing Redistributor on this build. Now this is more of like a um, kind of like a DPS healer build, right? And Jorval's guidance to help with any buffs and damage shields that we do apply out there. And oh man, we're getting Lair of Maarselok. Well, while we're loading in, I'm just going to go ahead and say if you like this kind of content, go ahead and leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel, as well as, hit us up on Twitter or on many of our other pages. We also have a Patreon and stuff like that if you're interested in subscribing and giving to the channel more. Now, we have a semi ready group, I believe. This guy's CP. Ooh, that guy's level 48. Alright, so this UI that I'm using is a little bit different than most of the other characters that I have. This one's specific for the Templar because I really, really feel like I needed something a little bit different for him. And so yeah, we're just going to kind of get into this. Now, Lair of Maarselok can really, just be a mess, right? So we're going to want to keep things on the ground, keep heals on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and actually lower the in-game audio a little bit because it's starting to kind of overlap my own headset. Now, yeah, I killed the bug. So I think we're ready for this. Like, our group's, pretty decently geared. Except one of them's, sub 50, which is going to be fine. I don't see that being a problem. Uh, the reason I'm actually using dual bladed on this build specifically is so that I can put on the damage over time, which overheals me, and then sends healing out with Redistributor, which is a crafted set, as well as, Purifying Light, Backlash. I mean, Backlash is just copy damage, so when you're a healer and you don't do a lot of damage, it can really help you to kind of push the boundaries with Purifying Light, as well as Vampire's Bane. Well, not Vampire's Bane. The other morph of it I can't quite remember at this moment. The reason for that being that it splits the beam, which I thought was more important, as well as gives everyone 10% more spell damage, I believe, as well as proccing minor crit for myself, because this is actually a crit healer build. I'll show you my stats real quick. All right, so like this is one of my favorite dungeons, even though like I've been here way too many times in my life. I'm pretty ready to get out already, I must say, because the mechanics here can be honestly kind of mind-numbing at a certain point. And I'm gonna like adjust the audio a little bit because I need to be able to hear. Um, like we just roll with it here on SpyPie Gaming whenever it comes to like setting up, and so it kind of happens as it goes sometimes. Yeah, there we go. Now, yeah, we're clearing through this very quickly. Did I put this on vet? No. All right, so this is a daily normal. All right, that's fine. Lair of Maarselok normal. I mean, it is what it is. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw down these things here, and you know what, like, even on normal, this place can give you a run for your money if you're not ready. So, I mean, it's it's DLC stuff, right? So DLC stuff is still pretty relevant. Even in normal, it can be somewhat of a challenge if you're not ready, and we have a low level character or two in here, so let's go ahead and just blow up Celine. Blow up Celine. Oh, alright. Alright, and I'm gonna block that even though I shouldn't. Don't come up on me, man. Alright. Like, I came up on you, and I understand that's what I did, but I'm sorry. I need you to not then stand on me. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna take it over here. Yep. Alright. Throw down my heal. Alright, that guy needs a heal. I need to get Major Crit back out, and then... Hey, stop dying, stop dying. There we go. That was a quick one. This is normal, so it's typically pretty fast on normal anyway. So the Path of the Rising Sun, we're going up this mountain, and we gotta fight a dragon, and like mechanically, this is actually a pretty interesting like dungeon for your first time. And since this is normal, and I'm a bit more, you know, DPS oriented, I'm just gonna go ahead and start taking on stuff because I can. I understand, like, as a healer, you probably shouldn't do this, but if you're in normal and you're typically equipped to do vet stuff, like, you can do this pretty easily. Excuse me there. Had to get that out there. All right. So throw down a heal, throw down a purifying light in the back. Go ahead, and I want him dead. I want him to be dead next, and then come up and clean up these guys here. You guys can see, though, that, you know, the DPS from this is actually pretty good for a healer. Even though we are in normal, like, the DPS from this is actually pretty decent. So when it comes to healing and DPSing at the same time, the difference really lies in where you want to place your stats, because healing is negative damage, and going into weapon slash spell damage, which would be spell damage for you if you are a healer, right? It can actually be more beneficial than you think. Alright, I need to like be stabbing right now, and then like I need to be healing right now. And so this build really does only, like, it works as a stab build. You're going to be jabbing so that you have healing coming off of you. And by doing that, you proc Magma Incarnate, which then also, you know, procs everything else. So I'm also actually running the Biting Aura, I believe. My brain escapes it right now. But the one that heals you as you do damage, so that I can always be on overhealing. Because I definitely do not want to deal with not having that potential of healing coming out just because I'm standing in something. I want to be able to out-damage whatever is coming in and healing myself. And that's very important for this build to kind of function. Alright. Like, I need you to stop dying, man. Alright. And, like, we have big, potent heals on the back bar. I say back bar because you're majorly going to be standing, like, pretty close to bosses. Alright. Alright. And purifying light. Put this up. Stabby stab. Alright, and I need mana back before we start. Alright, we got mana. And now we can actually just radiant, heal, radiant, heal, radiant. There we go. So the difference, the reason I'm actually stopping to heal during the radiant pression, the big old Jesus beam, is so that, like, because the thing is, you get 2 or 3 ticks out of jabs, but whenever it comes to radiant oppression, you only get 1 or 2, depending on, like, where it ticks and how it ticks on the damage. So you don't get the full amount from Redistributor by doing it that way. So by hitting one of them, flipping over, and casting a healing spell, and why are we waiting? You can really just kind of output more that way than you would normally. And you can do it the same way with jabs. I mean, absolutely. Like, I would recommend, you know, overhealing is never as big of a deal as it would be for underhealing, right? So if you had to pick one, pick overhealing for sure. And with Radiant, or with Redistributor, you can always guarantee that what you're doing is at least in some way, you know, going to be over healing, which you kind of just have to get used to. Which is, it's a bit of a unique playstyle, I'll say for sure. Alright. Like that thing always dies quickly, but it's just a bother to kind of deal with. Yeah, dual wield to level 30. This is still a currently being tested build, so that's probably good that we're in a normal, because going into a vet would be, I think it would probably be a little bit much for this build right now. I mean, I've done vet with this build, but it can be kind of hectic. So I definitely want to be more effective before I actually start and try to kind of push this thing to where it probably shouldn't be yet, because it's very, very easy to do that, you know, stepping into content you're not supposed to be in yet, especially in ESO, where the mark between veteran and hard mode is like a choice that the players make. And if you're not ready, but the group thinks they're ready for hard mode, you're gonna have a rough time. And it definitely gets to be quite a challenge sometimes. This is actually a good dungeon though for this character to be like actually trying to experience the mechanical faults and stuff like that. I need to kind of get a better grasp on healing with this specific build, like in fundamental areas that you can't negate damage, right? And there's a lot of damage that can't be necessarily blocked or mitigated here. You just have to take it. So having that like as an option for what we're doing here is actually quite good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go back here. I'm gonna pop a heal down right on top of these things, and then yeah, keep the healing coming, and then redistributor our way through. Yep, and then backlash. Oops, I had a little bit of a lag spike there. And then, yep, there we go. Alright. I don't know if it was a lag spike or what was going on with my game, but it kind of like jittered up for a second. Zos, kind of, you know, it's just how they roll. It's how they roll. They just accept it as it is. All right, keep that guy up. All right, we're gonna go ahead and backlash this thing, and I would love to have it go out. Okay, I didn't see the animation, but I think it went out. Let's go ahead and start giving out like minor endurance, or not endurance, expedition, so that we can all kind of be a little bit faster here. Alright. Alright. And it's dead. Yeah. Yeah, those things aren't too bad to deal with. Alright, the Azura Blight Crespit? Is it Crespit? I don't know. Either way, we're gonna do this one. This one won't be too bad. This is probably the boss that we're gonna have the most problems with. The other boss is actually quite easy in comparison. Even the last boss is really nothing to worry about if you can do this one. Alright, so we're trying to focus on this thing here, and then you use channel and then walk it over to the boss, and then use the remote shield. Alright. Alright, and then why am I not cutting it? Alright, that's cool. So I don't seem to be able to place my... I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm trying to place cuts on it, and it... Okay. Well, I guess it just doesn't get cut. I did not know that that was a problem with this fight that I'd have to watch out for. Because, honestly, I don't know if I've been in this dungeon since the warden changes. I've changed my warden up to be dual blade. Yeah, dual blade. And so, because of that, I guess it's been a little bit of time since that actually was part of my rotation, and I didn't know that that was the new way of doing it. So I'm just gonna jab instead. think jabs will get the job done. Alright, I'm gonna use that combustion synergy. We want this thing to be dead, like, already. Alright, and then walk it up and hit it. Like, don't be afraid to do mechanics as a healer if you really know what you're doing. It doesn't necessarily mean do all of the mechanics, but you can definitely do a good portion of mechanics if you know what you're doing as a healer. Especially if you're a tanky healer like the Nightblade build, if anyone's interested to go check that out as well on the channel. Alright, I'm just trying to keep these guys alive. Alright, cleanse, and then use, and so these guys, they're kind of struggling a bit with that mechanic. I noticed that, but we got through it totally fine. I mean, you only really need one guy to do it who can stand in something. And this is all light, so if I can do it, you probably can do it too, unless you just physically don't have a heal on your bar. Alright, so running through here. I'm going to go ahead and just take charge on this one, because I need to put Mana Steel out on everything first. Alright, so this is the pack that normally gets people killed. Alright, Redistributor as coming out. Oh, I accidentally did one too many jabsies. Alright, let's get Minor Expedition going. Come on, guys. Like, yep, going back and getting the group. I had to do that the other day with the Nightblade healer as well. We had, me and Jack had ended up running, I believe it was Celine's Web. And halfway through the dungeon, of course, you know, we have a split party. Because that dungeon is, I mean, it's a little confusing, I guess. I even get lost in there too. And I've been playing for quite a while. And so, you know, we're running through there, and of course, you know, we're all a little bit lost, and we're trying to figure out where we're going, because it's Celine's Web, and, like, I had to run back through and go to the, like, one of the first bosses to go get a dude, because he was just completely, like, just not where he was supposed to be, and it was pretty funny. But as a healer, your job is to be the assistant. Like, you know, your team's not there yet. Alright, so like, where are they? Because I'm gonna go get them. You know, you're the mama bear of the group, right? You're the big old mama bear of the group. You gotta make sure everyone's good. And that's what we're doing here, is we're making sure everyone's good by killing it for them. Which is, I mean, kind of a valid method if you are willing to kind of put in the work for that. Alright. That's cool. I got a little bit rooted there. Alright. And I press jabs, of course, for I mean, literally no reason. And here we go. Yeah, you're gonna get the illustrious healing on for us because, alright, and then you're next. I think that's good. Oh, our tank's already kind of running ahead. That's good. Is that the tank? I don't know if that's, yeah, it is the tank. Alright, Redistributor will take care of him. Yeah, alright. I'll Minor Expedition you, buddy. Oop. Apex Symposium. Alright, so we're getting to where mechanics start getting long and drawn out here. This right here, this fight, is like it's a day. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this dragon boy, okay? That guy. He's gonna spawn little spider boys, and we're gonna kill the spider boys, okay? And then if you don't kill the spider boys, he doesn't come down so that we can touch his toenails over here. And then, you know, we kill his toenails for a little bit, and then he moves back up there. He really doesn't do anything during that phase, really, so you kind of just, like, this entire phase, I'm going to be DPS. And that is the advantage of this, right? Is that I can be, alright, oh yeah, Fusroda, don't be standing in that and knock back. I think I saw my teammate there get kind of, like, thrown. This guy needs to die. Alright. Oops. block. Alright, Stranglers are next on the list, and then, is there any of them over here? No, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw Purifying Light out and kill that. And then Strangler is back up. Alright, and block. And kill this little Azura Blight Horror. Alright, we all need to get back up, and then here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a barrier out for the group here, and we just need to have this thing dead. Like, we need this thing dead, and I think we have to do it 3 times if I'm not mistaken, which is, you know, very, very fun, because we got to get him down to 50% so that we can go punch him in the next phase. And I was on the wrong bar there. Alright. Alright, as Celine is getting healed for, you know, literally no reason. Alright, and throw this on. I'm going to take care of this Beetle Boy. Jump, dodge roll. I'm stuck. Never mind. And I need more stam. Alright, and oh, this is why I needed more stam. Why was I about to mess that one up? Look, you can get turned around on simple mechanics in this game, like very, very easily. And hey, look, a soul gem common sold. That's a housing item I thought was pretty cool. And I'm, instead of, you know, using it, I'm gonna sell it for money. And it's sold. Yeah, this is a fast transition on this boss though. Typically this thing takes forever because people, like, they either don't have the damage, or if they do have the damage, they just don't care. Because this boss is so long that you just kind of like, alright, we just got to do the phase, and it's over. Excuse me again, I had to kind of get that out. There we go. Throw down this for Celine, because, you know, Celine needs a little bit of healing. And if I actually stand in my own circle here, I don't need to do anything except stand there. Because everyone will get healed. Alright, block. Like, I don't even have potions slotted on this. It's actually working totally fine. I think this build may actually be kind of ready to start going into vets a bit more. If I kind of tune it in a little bit. I think it needs to be tuned in before I'd feel comfortable like throwing this thing into vet. Like I said, I've done vet with it, but it can be quite a mess of. Yep. All right, 50%, 3.7 million, which means it's time for us to actually. Oh wait, loot. Don't forget loot, Spy. You can't be doing that. Yay, Azura Blight Jack. Like, that's the best set in the game, by the way. I don't know how much everyone plays who watches the channel, right? But if you've been playing for any amount of time, you've heard about Azura Blight, and it's not gonna it's just how it is. It sticks how it is, and I think it's because you have to go through this dungeon. I think it's so good because you have to do this dungeon, and it's long, and it's mechanic heavy. So if you want it, it really does take a little bit of time. Alright, so we're starting to get the Onos, right? Come on, buddy. Come on. Alright. We need to be kind of moving here, alright? This is a gauntlet. This is what, like, this entire thing is just a gauntlet. And there we go. Now I've dotted up everything that, oh my, come on, man. We were about to get the no death run. What you doing that for? Dying on trash. Getting one shot on trash. I ain't having that, buddy. You can't be doing that to me. Where is he, actually? Did he run ahead? Any? Hold up. Alright. Like, I don't know exactly where he went. Dunch. Alright. Like, I'd really like to know where our tank went, but I guess we don't really need him. Like, I mean, this is what I'm here for. Alright, so I'm now the tank. Oh, fell off the edge. Ah, man. Alright, well, it's good. It's all fine. Like, nope, /P. Yeah, like, I tried to do /I, because, like, even still, alright, haven't played WoW in a long time now. And, like, I haven't played WoW in, like, a year. And I still have that kind of just ingrained in my memory. Getting rid of that, because I ain't dying. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and pull him. And block for the incoming damage. Alright. And we got him. Alright. So, Celine exposed a blighted host, which means someone else has it, which is fine with me, because it ain't me. Alright, I need healing out. If I'm gonna be tanking this. Like, I need healing out. There we go. Here we go. Like, I'm kind of just healer tanking it. I mean, it works as long as everyone's alive, right? So as long as I keep everyone good, we're good. It's kind of funny. I gave that dude hell for I thought he died on trash, but like he didn't die on trash. He fell. So really, it's not his fault. Sorry, guy. If you end up watching this video and you're like, "Come on, Spy, don't be calling me out." Like, it's cool. We're good. We're all okay here. Look, we all have them days. I've gotten one shot by shit that I should not have. Alright, I'm spazzing. I'm trying to, like, hit everything. Alright, moving up. We got, yep, this thing's already open. I'm gonna, like, I think we should wait for the boss. Or not the boss, the tank. I mean, our tank is kind of a boss. We should probably wait for him. No, guys, we waiting, or we going? I think they're ready to go. Actually, if we go pull the boss, it'll pull him in. Yeah, so let's go pull it. All right. Come on, Selene. Like, by the way, the Selene's helmet's, it's so good. Like, it's still good. I wish it got a little bit of a buff though. I hate to say that, right? Because it's single target. And if you put it on like a Nightblade in PvP, you can see some stupid stuff, but I really think it just gets outmatched by a lot of other helmets nowadays. It's funny though that Celine's like an actual character you interact with regularly, as she has a helmet. Alright, let's get him pulled in here. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop this to kind of, you know, assist in this here. Oh. Alright, so this is a dangerous one. We're playing a dangerous game. Block. I blocked a little bit longer than I needed to, and then got punched in the face by a dragon wing. But it's cool. We're all good here. I need to be blocking. And, like, I need to be moving is what I need to be doing. Yep. Alright. Ooh, okay. I forget that thing kind of hurts a little bit even in normal. Alright. Dude, come on, man. Where are you? Where's your corpse? I don't see it. Oh, dude's getting you. It's cool. Shit. Alright. Like, I'm actually kind of being put to the test a little bit here. Alright. We need heals out. We need heals out right now, right? Because it's like Spencer's is over here. He's gonna die. And I ain't cool with Spencer over here dying. Like, I don't remember telling him he was allowed to do that. Alright. Like, oh no. Heals down. Get mana back? Yeah, it's time to get mana back. Throw down a few, dodge roll. Alright. That was actually a good dodge roll for me. I'm kind of impressed with that one myself. I thought about it and actually did it. I can't believe I have the coordination skills for that. You'd think I would. Oh, I did it again, and then I got lurchered, but it's fine. And there's Maarselok down. Alright, this has been SpyPie Gaming TV with the daily dungeon of, well, not really a daily dungeon, but it's our daily dungeon. It was a normal mode layer of Maarselok, you know, so of course it is what it is. But I'd like to say thank you all for watching. This has been SpyPie Gaming, and I will see you all in the next episode. As well, don't forget to check out our links down below. Press the thank you button if you'd like to donate to us directly. We also have a Patreon and t-shirts, as well as you can find us on Twitter and on Reddit, as well as a couple other places coming here soon. So keep an eye out for it all, and thank you all for watching, genuinely. I will see you all in the next video.